Well, as you can see, I've got a few hundred more grays coming in up top. Um, that's all from putting this thing together. So please be sympathetic, as this is our first one. Angles were a little off, sound may be a little wonky at times, but through it all, we still managed to have a lot of fun and learn a few things. But here it is, guys, the first episode of Beat to the Fourth: Bartenders, Barflies, Bevies, and Booze. Fortunately, you won't see much of me in this first episode, as my camera decided to do its own thing and basically go to sleep, not record me. Boo-hoo, really. But anyways, enjoy the show, like and subscribe. Comments are always welcome. And if you have any specific spirits you'd like us to review in the future, again, leave them in the comments. And once again, salud, enjoy the show. First of all, let's just fucking cheers on this shit again.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. All right, to the inaugural episode. All right, welcome to first episode of Bartenders, Barflies, Bevies, and Booze. I'm your main host, Rudy. I'm the Barfly. I'll be in every single episode probably, unless somebody kills me. Basically, what this thing is going to be, it's going to be a showcase for all the talented bartenders that are in the Denver area. It's also going to emphasize on the locale, drink recipes, and of course, the booze part is going to be an honest review of bottles of spirits. Today, we're actually going to be doing tequilas, celebrity tequilas. We've seen so many hit the market in the past few years that it's amazing that Jalisco even still has any blue agave left. I mean, honestly, right, guys?
No, you're not wrong.
Every fucking celebrity is
has
just
a fucking tequila.
fuck, man.
Kylie Jenner's got a fucking tequila.
I could not find that one, and honestly, I don't think I want to try it.
Not wrong there.
But today we're going to be reviewing 3 Añejo tequilas. Añejo because it actually shows that the product has been in existence long enough. Each company aging the tequila in the desired barrels. Some are American oak, some are wine barrels, and also it's aged for at least 12 months. That actually gives it the connotation of an Añejo tequila. And that's all, so that it's actually able to distribute more than just a shot flavor.
Are we doing any extras today, or are we just doing just straight Añejos?
Just nails today.
Okay.
Okay, so where we're doing this at today, it's called Partners in Crime. Very, very lucky to be doing it here. Thanks to our gracious bar host, bartender Wavy right there. Wavy, if you want to, if you want to get a little shot of that. Partners in Crime, nice menu.
Nice menu, thank you very much.
I don't think I've added it to my collection yet.
You can't steal every menu in Denver, okay?
Soon. But no, go ahead and let us know a couple of things about it, location, times, stuff like that.
We're Partners in Crime. We've been open literally almost a year, coming up next month. It's been a very interesting year to say the least, to be honest with you. We do a lot of private parties and events here. It's a very small space. We're about 1,400 square feet. It's very intimate, very, kind of like artsy. There's an art gallery attached to it. It's called Foolproof Art Gallery. We're open pretty much Tuesdays through Sundays. We're closed on Mondays from 5 p.m. to about 12. Basically Tuesdays to about Thursdays. Thursdays kind of depends on if we have entertainment or not. We normally have DJs throughout the weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays. And basically we range from EDM to like kind of house, top 40, hip hop, R&B, and then also Afro beats.
Okay, so theme nights and stuff.
So yeah, theme nights. Yeah, we have a couple theme nights that we have coming up in the works right now. We did do bingo for a while. Didn't really work out. We're trying to add some more kind of like intrinsic vibes, like games, and like kind of like keeping people here and like kind of like interested. You'll always see on our screens usually at about 9, maybe 10 o'clock. There's going to be movies or TV shows. We had probably one of the largest disco balls in Denver, for sure, as far as the small club goes. And, if you see that, you'll know that that's us. We're a friendly vibe, cocktail lounge. We're not going to go super heavy on the cocktail part, but, we do make a lot of different things, and we can make a bunch of different things. We have a frozen machine, which does frozen margaritas, and then there's usually an infusion drink that we do Pretty much bi-monthly, whether it be with candy or with fruit or something like that. We try to like switch it out and just change it up every once in a while. But I've been bartending for, I would say, seven, maybe 8 years, I believe so. I started off as a doorman at Scruffy Murphy's, bar back at Poorhouse, being promoted to become a bartender, been a bar manager at several different places, Society Sports and Spirits, as well as
One that shall not be named.
The name that we don't really want to talk about half the time. But there, met a lot of great people. Cody is one of those people, as well as Rudy. And I mean, I've enjoyed my bar experience, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, being here in Denver. And I would like to say, if you're ever in the neighborhood on Rhino, we're at 3246 Larimer Street. Come on in, grab a bev, have some fun, watch a movie, and just hang out with some friends.
So now, do you guys serve food?
We do not serve food, but you are more than welcome to order anything off of DoorDash or Uber Eats. And also we have several restaurants next to us on Lammer, ranging from tacos to pretty much fish and chips, and then like kind of like a whole like Asian infusion, like new Thai Asian infusion. There's a pizza spot next to us, as well as some of the best handmade pasta in Denver at Dio Mio. So if you can't get in or you don't have a reservation and there's a long wait, if you want to order it to go and you want to just kind of like have a drink and hang out with your friends, you're more than welcome to do that here.
Okay, so does Partners in Crime do reservations, take reservations? Or is
We do not do reservations. As first come, first serve spot. Like, we're not here to do reservations, but, you know, we don't have a lot of chairs. It's about, I would say, 5 tables, one being a long bar table in front of our open garage door, usually during the daytime. We shut it normally at night. Unfortunately, I apologize about that. But we have tables. We do bottle service. If you do want the bottle, we can accommodate that as well. And there's about 12 seats at the bar. And so you can kind of sit at the bar, hang out, and lounge. Like I said, there's a DJ on the weekends. So basically, there's a small dance floor. You can get down and boogie and have fun and have a good time, honestly.
Awesome. And of course, on one of the screens where you're looking at Wavy, you can actually see the 6-level tower of booze that they have behind the bar and everything. Still amazing you guys got a frozen machine, because that's like the taboo thing at most bars.
I mean, it is. I mean, but I gotta say, I want to give a shout out to our rep Diageo. Mm-hmm. They hooked us up with that. We kind of like switch it out as far as like the frozen goes. There's always a traditional margarita on there, mainly made with Don Julio, and then we have a flavored one. The flavor right now is going to be peach. Next one we're going to be looking at, as far as coming into the fall, is going to be more of a blackberry, kind of raspberry margarita. Okay. So we'll be doing that next, coming up out of the season. We thought peach was good for the summertime. Very boozy, I will tell you that much. We do limit you guys to at least 2, maybe 3, depending on the customer, but 2 is usually what we kind of like try to stick to.
All right, cool.
Strong little frozen drinks over there.
Yeah. So, yeah.
We're not pulling any punches.
We're not pulling any punches on the frozen. You want a frozen, we're going to make sure you get some booze in that frozen, and you're taken care of. So, yeah.
So definitely, if you drive, take an Uber or
take an Uber back home, please.
So, okay, so the review panel today is going to be, of course, Wavy. Once again, our bartender host here at Partners in Crime. Second person is going to be Cody over here. Cody is actually one of the head bartenders over at Retrograde. So, okay, so the one other thing we're doing, as you can see, we all have a beverage in front of us. We're doing a little side battle. Wavy has produced the first drink. What's the name of it again?
So to go along with the theme, Partners in Crime, this one is going to be called the Ash and Pikachu.
Okay, so yeah, while you're making it, just go ahead and include the ingredients that you put in it.
All right, so it's going to be 1.5 ounces of reposado tequila. Okay. Today we're using Espolón. It could be any reposado that you like. I personally enjoy Espolón a little bit more than other reposados. So we do 1.5 ounces of that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab some Aperol. We're going to do about 3/4 ounce of Aperol. Next, we're going to grab our juices. Today's concoction is going to require 1/2 ounce of orange, another 0.25 ounces of lemon, and then we're going to do about 1/4 ounce of simple.
Okay.
Hopefully I have one in here. Don't have one in here right now. So I'll be right back. We're just gonna do pretty much 1 ounce of grapefruit juice. And we're gonna just lay that as our base on our bottom. Ice. Nice good solid shake. And then we are going to layer that on top of our grapefruit. So as you can see, it should get a nice yellow set bottom with that pink and rosy cheek like a Pikachu would be.
Okay.
You can either garnish this with a lemon wedge, lemon wheel, or even a twist of lemon. And then basically, that is what I call an Ash of Pikachu.
Alrighty, and this is available at Partners in Crime during opening hours, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, anytime I'm here.
It's actually a very good drink. I gotta admit, it's actually really good. And of course, we'll kind of edit. This is being made the way films are made. Nothing's all in order. It's all cut and paste and all that shit. And asking for forgiveness instead of permission.
Hey, well, this is a family podcast. I'm going to need you to calm down on the swearing, sir.
Seriously, though. Children could be watching this. No, I want to learn about booze.
Oh, man, yeah.
For their friends to buy them who are over 21.
And later on, we'll show you how to pick the lock on the glass liquor locker at your parents' house. Okay, let's get into the first tequila. That first one is going to be actually, where's the right there, Flecha Azul, if you guys want to hold it.
Flecha Azul. Yes. I don't think I've actually had this one, honestly.
Well, hopefully all three of these bottles, none of us have had. Yeah, I know I haven't had them because I bought them and I haven't taken the plastic thing off. So,
yeah.
All right.
Shall I do the honors?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Do we know who this one's by?
That's what I'm going to say.
Oh, all right.
I got to go through the little slide. So, first of all, this tequila is not created by the celebrity. Backstory is he was introduced to it by the founders. They flew him out to Mexico, showed him around, let him taste it. And he became so enamored with it that he basically wrote a big-ass check. Sorry, language again. Became their principal investor and spokesperson. Kind of the same backstory as Aviation Gin with Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds?
No, Ryan Reynolds did not do it, but you know how Ryan Reynolds did Aviation Gin?
Yeah.
He went and basically liked it and basically bought it. But no, the celebrity that actually is the primary investor and spokesperson of that is actually Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg of the Ted movies and the former lead singer of
Fun fact, I was just at Mall of Americas last weekend, by the way, and they have a Wahlburgers in the Mall of Americas. I call it Mall of Americas because, you know, it seems like all of America just seems to have to come to the Mall of America. Right. So I'm going to call it all Mall of Americas. But I did try one of those burgers, and actually, I'm going to say very comparable to Shake Shack.
Okay.
I can see that. Yeah, I've heard good things.
Hey, it wasn't bad. It's a good burger, by the way.
So, aged 18 months in ex-bourbon barrels. What they say is 6 months longer than industry standard, which is 12 months. It's 40%, 80 proof. And let's go into a brief little history of what tequila actually is, what actually makes an agave spirit a true tequila. And basically, tequila is a distilled spirit made from blue agave or agave azul. And it's only produced in 5 areas of Mexico. The chief location where 99% of it is made is in the Jalisco region.
Jalisco!
The secondary accepted locations. Where's my?
We got yours right there. We just leave you out of here.
Yeah, let me finish talking here. The secondary accepted locations are parts of. I'm going to butcher this, just even though I'm Mexican.
We'll correct you. Don't
Guanajuato or Guanajuato. So it starts with a G and has a J in there somewhere. Tamaulipas, Michoacan, and Nayarit.
What about tequila?
Huh?
What about tequila region of Mexico?
Well, all that is tequila. There's a city named
tequila
in the Jalisco region.
But it's where most
right, but that's in the Jalisco region. That's the primary location. Yeah. But all of those put together is known as the denomination of origin tequila, or DOT. Not to be mistaken for, the label on your brake oil or brake fluid. So, yeah. Just stupid stuff I know. You really have some symbols. Or just one of those rubber things that you can beat me over the head with. Or something like that. But, okay, with that, let's get to the reviewing. First of all, for drinking, appearance of the bottle. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna go. I like the bottle as far as like. All right, so I'm gonna give you consumer aspect, and I'm gonna give you bartender aspect.
Okay.
Bartender aspect, perfectly shaped bottle, especially for like if you're gonna use this in like a very like a kind of like a retro
A rail, like
a
if
crab.
you put it in your rail and you can pull it out.
Pull it out.
easily.
Very, very easily pullable. You know what I'm saying? Not too large. Not going to take up a lot of space, and it's very easy to kind of like pour. Consumer aspect, I'm going to say it's a bit bland. It's if I saw this on the shelf and I didn't know what it was or who it was by, I'd probably pass by it and be like, okay, it's just another añejo tequila. I might go with something that was a little bit more kind of extravagant, maybe something that kind of like caught my eye, but I mean, labeling wise, it doesn't give you really any information about where it's from or how it was made or anything. I mean, other than the fact that it's
Agave azul and it's
Just as Echo in Mexico.
but it doesn't
and it's
say-
harvested by hand. Other than that, it's not really not. You don't get a lot of information from it consumer wise. So I would say for me, 6 out of 10.
Okay. Cool. Cody?
I like that. I agree with Wavy's first part. If you were going to put this in a rail, it's a perfect bottle shape for that. Might be a little thick depending on what your rail is, but you could probably squeeze it in there and, bend the metal a little bit and it'll fit like a glove, as O.J. Simpson would say.
And we love OJ.
If it don't fit.
Top five. The one thing I also agree with, not a whole lot of information. So if you were not familiar walking into a liquor store with it, why would make you want to choose this over a different añejo that you're familiar with, or something that like has more information on it, so you can kind of tell like what the notes are going to be with it.
Right.
With an añejo, you're obviously going to assume you're going to get vanilla, you're going to get some caramel notes, you're going to get all of those. Use bourbon cask. That would something I would like to see on there. That way you kind of know you're going to get a little bit of like the heat of the bourbon, things like that. I would like to see something like that on there. That way you kind of know what you're going to get into with it. But yeah, I'd probably say 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, right around with where Ravi is with it. Yeah, I think it's a good bottle. I like the color of the actual, it's coming out a very nice color.
Nice
gold.
caramel, yeah. Nice
caramel
gold,
gold,
yeah.
So I think that's an appealing for the eye. I would just like to see a little bit more ingredients or information about it.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking from the non-bartender side, of course, from the barfly side. So I would be on the commercial side, consumer side, I guess. Personally, I like the simplicity of the bottle as well. It's standard liquor bottle shape. So, if you've got a very limited bar that you created at home, again, perfect shape for it. It's going to squeeze right in there with all the other bottles. Flecha Azul actually means blue arrow. I gotta admit that the design, the little icon they have on there is very, very nice. Signature design incorporated both things, the arrow and the agave. The blue agave. But if you look at the actual emblem as well, that's actually the arrow turns into the koa, which is actually the tool that the Himmadors actually use
to cut down.
to cut to the heart of the
Like
agave.
that's a shovel, right? That they use.
Yeah.
To chop it
And you
down.
don't want to rest that on your foot because it'll slice right through.
Yeah.
Those things are sharp.
So I guess that reminds me of Patron. Because Patron has the B on all of their bottles,
Oh,
if you ever
okay,
look
yeah,
at that,
yeah,
so I can kind of see like that. I like that. I didn't know that part.
Yeah, but even on the cap tape, I like the way they did the FA. It's kind of a cool way that they incorporate both letters into it. Of course, I had more time to look at the bottles because I had to buy them.
Thanks for just throwing this at us, and basically just giving
Spur of
us.
the moment. We're bartenders. This is what we're supposed to be doing, right?
Right. But like
knows
you guys
what's about to
said,
happen?
I like the color of the tequila. It's a nice golden amber.
Is that Hagar's?
That's not Hagar's, Wahlberg, but that's not Wahlberg's.
That's not Wahlberg's signature. Yeah, okay.
No, that's the actual
master
owners.
distiller,
Yeah,
yeah.
the actual owners of it.
Okay.
But like I said, I like the color of it. Very nice golden amber. Really does make you think it's going to go down very smooth. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and try it now.
All right. Slancha. I guess we should be saying salud. Since we're
Or
tasting
arriba,
tequila.
abajo, and all that.
I mean, let's just do a different.
Or,
let's just
yeah.
do a different cheers for everybody.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
let's
that's
do
fine.
something different. Yeah. So,
We're not going to
sláinte for the
discriminate
first one,
just
yeah.
because it's tequila.
So okay. So I mean, what do you think taste wise?
Vanilla,
Vanilla for sure. A little bit of caramel. It's definitely a bit smoky.
some honeysuckle, or I would say honeycomb,
All
honeysuckle.
right. A little background. Cody is a level what sommelier?
Level 1.
Level 1. So he's gonna pull a lot more out of this than I'm ever gonna pull out. Probably more than you're gonna pull out.
Well, I'm
too.
working on my CSS right now.
Oh, really?
I'm
Nice.
actually studying to become CSS.
So I'm obviously the idiot in this show. I'm just gonna go by. Does it burn me?
One to burn.
But no, go ahead. Keep going.
Well rounded. Definitely the heat part of the bourbon comes out from the cask of the bourbon. Because normally with añejos you would think they get really sweet.
Right.
But the heat from the bourbon gives that smoky flavor. Not that it's necessarily smoke. Say it's just more of like a hotness to it. But it gives it a little bit more of a calmed down version of what a tequila normally is. So like usually they're going to be overly sweet. So I feel like it balances out the vanilla, caramel, and honey. That are all notes that you get in there, and it really goes around your tongue.
A little bit of a burnt chocolate.
A little bit of a burnt tongue, I can see that. It goes around your tongue instead of like going like straight back into it. You get a lot on the side of the back of your tongue is where you're going to get a lot more of like those notes of the caramel and vanilla, and then you get a lot more of the bourbon flavor right at the tip of your tongue. Because that's where you get most of your sweetness is usually in the back, right? And then you get a little bit more of your heat in the front.
Okay.
So, I don't know, I like it. I would drink it. I would probably never pick it up personally,
Right.
myself, but, you know, I could see this as being a really good, like, walk-in old-fashioned, or a really fun play on, like, a martini.
Oh, nice.
Like a Rob Roy, even.
I'd
Like
say
a Rob
Rob,
Roy,
yeah, yeah.
Rob Roy riff.
Yeah.
Like if you did a split base with like an Islay Scotch and then like maybe like Carpano Antica Sweet Vermouth, do like a split base, and with this as well, I can see that being a really fun play on a Rob Roy.
And what about you, lady?
Definitely feeling a lot of those caramel notes, for sure. Vanilla. You definitely get a little bit of that heat, like you were talking about earlier with the whiskey being aged in like whiskey barrels.
Yeah.
I'm getting a bit of somewhat of like kind of like a citrus, but not necessarily a lot of citrus in there. So like I feel like there might have been like a bit of like lemon, kind of like.
That's why I think like where I was going with the honey, like a honey lemon. No,
Yeah.
is a good way to like yeah. I guess the
Like, I guess honeysuckle where you're saying
it
yeah.
kind of fits that citrus note that
Yeah,
you get,
like
lemon.
like
I'm getting more orange.
orange.
Yeah.
I'm not getting a lot of.
Going along with the burnt chocolate, more of a burnt orange chocolate kind of flavor.
See, you keep saying cacao, and I'm not really feeling that there's a lot of chocolate to it. I mean, I taste a lot more chocolate notes in like maybe like a Casamigos,
Okay.
or you know like something like
Patrons or things like that,
Patrons and stuff
yeah.
essentially. But this is more a little bit more kind of like subtle, like I would say like a little bit more vanilla. There's a slight hint of like some type of like sweet citrus in there slightly, but not too much. It's very smooth, very well rounded. I would definitely say as far as añejos go, easy sipper. Like the Rob Roy idea, you could definitely kind of play it on with like some type of like, you know what I'm saying, old fashioned and or like maybe even like probably makes it an excellent Cadillac margarita.
Yeah, I could definitely see that for sure. Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
see exactly where you're going with that.
Yeah, like I mean, if I had to give it like, you know what I'm saying, just like a bit of like that extra citrus note with like some type of like either Grand Marnier, or you could even just do Contro, and then just probably keep it with a dim, not do a simple, to kind of like enrich that kind of caramel notes and those flavors that you have, to kind of make it full body. I think it would make an amazing Cadillac margarita personally. I definitely, now that I've tasted it, if I did see it at the store, I would probably pick it up because I knew what I was getting. And honestly, I think I kind of tend more towards the sides of like, not as bold, smoky añejos go, but like kind of like slightly sweeter, but like just smooth. And like I think it's pretty good. personally for me. I'm not going to change my score on this 6 out of 10, but like I said, I believe you can definitely do a lot of things when you play around with it a lot.
Like you still at 5?
Yeah, I'm still at 5. I think playing on the Cadillac idea though, instead of doing like the grandma float, you did Blanco tequila and then you floated this.
Okay. That would actually be pretty good, actually. Actually, I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Yeah.
Because I could see it being the base in the Cadillac, but I could also see this being a float because it would give a very interesting layer, I think, and it would probably like sink in over time. So I could definitely see that going both ways, but I would like to see that as a float. We might have to just experiment with that.
We may.
We got the bottle. We'll see. But okay, so still sticking with 5 out of 10, still 6 out of 10. I myself, I'd have to go 5 out of 10, only because it's more. To me, it's more bourbon forward. Almost to me, as weird as it sounds, it's getting closer to like a mezcal.
Really?
Kind of on that back burns, back smokiness on it.
Okay.
Again, like you said, Cody, for an añejo, you expect it to be lots more smoother, more along the lines of like how cherries and ports and stuff like that get sweeter and smoother as they age. Yeah, so I mean, that's where I'm coming from on that. Obviously, I did pick it up because I had to buy it for the show. Would I pick it up again? Yeah, actually, I would. I'd buy another bottle when I finally ran out of this one.
It's a good gift for Scotty.
Yeah.
Good friend of ours, by the way. Shout out.
Shout out to Scotty.
Shout out to Scotty, by the way. How you doing, Scotty? Hope you're watching this at home.
So yeah, I mean, if we ever pick up back on our Monday night tequila tastings that we used to do, I mean, it'd be a great one to take over there.
Yeah.
See what he thinks about it and stuff. But yeah, I mean, so compared to other tequilas you guys have had,
I would say, like, even though I'm giving it a 5 out of 10, like, for most of your generic celebrity tequilas, like the Casamigos of the world and the Kylie Jenners of the world, and Kevin Hart's tequila.
the Cormino.
Yeah, the Cormino or whatever. I would say this stands better. Like, I would buy this over like a Patron or like Espolón. Like,
Well, I would say definitely because I mean, well, those they've been around for so long.
They're very
the flavor.
generic now.
Yeah.
I mean, I respect Patron. I just don't think it's that great of a product. They are sustainable. They do a really great job. I'm not knocking them in any way, shape, or form. They're just not my favorite tequila that I would ever.
I'm going to go ahead and say that I do not like Patron. I do not think that they're a very sustainable product. But I will say this: they were great at marketing, and honestly, you know what? Probably one of the greatest things that they did was, hit a market that was very susceptible in the 90s / early 2000s, and being in hip hop and going with a name like T-Pain and kind of getting most rappers to basically, like featured in videos and like things like that. It just kind of became synonymous as far as tequila goes. I don't like the product at all. Not a fan. Not a huge fan of any kind of Blanco tequila, to be honest with you. If anything, I'm drinking either Reposado or I'm drinking Añejo.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Well, the
It's
one
kind
thing
of like,
that we've let me just say what I've learned from hanging out with all you guys is silver, Blanco, whatever you want to call it. That's a slammer. That's for the youngins. That's when they first turn 21 and all that stuff. They don't know. That's when you see them always walking around getting the training wheels, the salt in the lime.
Purse in the skirt, baby. Purse in the skirt.
Once you actually start to learn about tequilas, you don't want to do that anymore. You want to actually enjoy it. You want to sip it. That's why añejos and reposados you actually drink in a classier glass. I mean, they actually have clay cups that you can drink them in, or glass kind of flute-like glasses that you can drink it in as well. So yeah, I mean, definitely, it's one of those things where it's personal taste, but again, we're not youngins anymore.
no.
And yeah, kind of past the whole
Speak
silver.
for yourself,
Blanco
first of
stage.
all. I'm younger than the both of you.
Yeah, that's true. You are younger than both of us.
He's got a ladybug on his head.
Do I have a ladybug on my head?
Is it a ladybug? Something.
Oh, it's a Japanese beetle.
Oh, god damn.
You gotta leave that in the episode because that's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's one of those Japanese swamp beetles that like.
It thinks you're an oak. Or an
I mean, this hair is kind of crazy. I get it. I get a lot of palm trees or sideshow Bob kind of.
Oh, damn. All right, so.
It's fucked up, but that's so fucking true. Oh man, sideshow. Oh man, damn, wavy. You can now sideshow Bob for the rest of the show, dude.
Oh, dude.
What's Bob have to say?
Yeah. So, all right. So closing on Fletcher Azul and All right.
Oh, but one more thing before we
Okay.
go to that. Just going with the Patron thing, the best marketing that. So like they're the Tititos of tequila.
Basically. Pretty much.
Very true.
I mean, I will say this: marketing is a very, very heavy thing when it comes out.
And it's the biggest part about it because you're not going to sell. You don't have a good marketing.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
You can't knock Patron. You can't knock Tito's for that.
I can't knock them for that. I can knock them for the product. The product is what I don't agree upon. How I think they went about selling the product and getting people to make it a household name is something that I can understand as a former marketing major. It makes sense, and they did a really good job in understanding who they wanted to get their product out to, how they were going to get it out to that market of people, and pretty much push it inside, which is why it's still viable till today. Do I think it's very good? No, I do not. But do I think that that they did a bad job of what they did? No, I don't.
Yeah, no.
Well, cool. All right. Well, closing on the Fletcher Azul. If you want to read up more on it, you can go to the website www.fletcherazultequila.com. Yes. They sell a Blanco, Repo, Añejo, Extra Añejo, and the Cristalino. The Añejo you tried today can be purchased here in Denver at Davidson's Liquor. Couldn't find it at Total, couldn't find it at Argonaut, couldn't even find it at Lucas. The only place I found it by luck was at Davidson. But there are a couple of Davidson's Liquors here in Denver, so you can find it there. Any other place, if this actually gets out to other cities and states, check your local liquor stores, or you can go online and at the website they should be able to tell you. Price point on a 750 is going to be about $58 plus tax. So it's a decent price.
$62 after tax, somewhere around there.
Yeah. So about $63 total.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I mean,
not bad.
for Añejos,
that's actually not bad. That's actually not bad at all.
Now their extra Añejos.
That should be upwards around 80 to 90 right there.
No, I think it's 120 or something.
120?
Yeah, there's a big price jump in between it.
I wonder how long the extra Neo's aged for, though. That might be why.
Well, you can go to the website.
Yeah, I'm good. I gave it a 5 out of 10. It's an F.
Okay, so we still have our drinks, but right now we're going to do part 2 of the bevy battle.
We're going to do an ounce of Lefroy, because Lefroy is fantastic. We're going to do an ounce of our Blue Arrow. Because why not? And then normally I would probably do a normal sweet vermouth instead of a roast, but we're going to make it work.
Okay, what's the difference between a sweet and a roast?
This is going to be more of a rosé style, so it's a little bit lighter. So it's going to come from...
I think we're out of the
the Carbono.
Okay, honestly, I thought you said roast.
Oh,
No.
rosé. I'm sorry, rosé. I apologize.
It's like, hold it over the fire for a little bit?
I'll have to make 3 of these.
Yeah. Well, as long as you make the first one, show us how to do it.
First one, and then I'll make 2. Boom. Couple dashes. And let's you have a Julian strainer?
No, I do not have a Julian strainer.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, you can use that and then basically instead the small strainer. And if you want, there are cherries going to be in that cooler right there.
This one?
No, next one, right behind you, right there, top shelf to the left.
You got it. Oh, thanks, sir.
You're welcome. There's also some picks right behind that right, yep, to the right.
Oh, to the right. Oh, yeah. Got it. Hey guys, it's gonna be the greatest first episode that's ever happened in the history of podcasts. I just want to let everybody know that right now. And when we're all super rich and famous from this one episode, it's gonna be great.
I'm down.
Well, dude, I'm already feeling the first.
So upset that he just didn't want to do this.
No, I'm already feeling the first shot and the first drink. So yeah, it's gonna get interesting moving forward. All right, so
cheers.
Wavy, you can try that.
Okay. It's our version of a Rob Roy with the
The Blue Arrow.
Blue Arrow.
Blue Arrow float, wasn't it? The Blue Arrow float.
Flecha Azul.
Flecha Azul. We have some Freud and then also some Campano Rosa.
Yes, sir. With some Scrappy's aromatic bitters.
Okay.
Oh, that's smooth.
Right?
Oh, that's smooth as fuck.
All right.
I thought of it and I was like, dude, that's gotta fucking work.
That works perfectly.
Right?
Oh yeah.
I haven't even tried it yet.
I mean, I feel like you got to.
I feel like I should have
I feel
to,
like
too.
you have to. I'm gonna steal that from you because I haven't made a Rob Roy
Oh,
in a
fuck.
while.
Now I'm going to have to try it.
Yeah, that smacks.
Yeah.
So the Freud definitely dominates it.
It definitely dominates, but it's so
But you
smooth.
you're still getting this. This is the only thing I would change, and I would definitely go with Antigua because I think that would help. I think that would help bring out the tequila.
Yeah.
But for like off the whim, never making this cocktail before, I feel like that's not
That thing, that was
that's a $16 cocktail right there. I'm gonna tell you that.
Oh,
right.
absolutely.
That was definitely
Yeah, this would be
smooth.
something
That-
I'd serve
yeah.
at retrograde and just like.
Yeah.
Yep, have fun.
That had no bite whatsoever. I mean, that was
It came out very smooth.
that was so damn smooth.
Instagram is useless bartender, so like I clearly have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. This is my first day. In fact, I didn't meet you two until like 20 minutes ago. You just pulled me in off the street. What are we talking about here, guys?
Wait, this is mine. This one's yours.
Okay.
I'll take this one.
I mean, hey, like
All right, well, let's move back to the table and
these are
finish this.
gonna be real boozy.
Love it.
I feel like if we go to a bar, we should use that bar's theme to name our cocktails each time.
I'm down for that.
Definitely.
I think that's a great
I
idea.
think it's a great idea. Yeah, I'm down for that.
I'm down. Like,
This is a very fluid concept, so definitely.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
right?
So how are we going to name the drinks if we eventually do get to Scotty's Lobbyists? The airline pilots? The Walk of Shame?
We'll call it the Rob.
No, the lobbyists, because you know it's in the hotel.
Oh, it's in the hotel lobby. I can see
Yeah,
that.
so the Walk of
I
Shame.
mean, they don't really do themed cocktails over there, do they? Like
No,
they're not like
they-
retrograde, or not like
actually
here where
does
it's like
go.
everything's named off of something. But I feel like if you're gonna do it in a bar, like we should name our cocktails off of like whatever the theme of that bar is.
Very
So like the Vincent and Jules, I feel like this is a good name for that.
Okay, so yeah, if we were at the
Because like
lobbyists,
Rob Roy's
then
two
maybe
first
something
names,
like that.
Vincent and Jules, two first names.
Two first names. That's perfect. And it goes with this beautiful mural that we have right next to us. So,
Yeah, definitely.
so to Vincent
Yes, the
To
Vincent.
Vincent,
and Jules.
Jules. To the
what a
cheeseburger
terrible
royale.
death for Vincent.
Oh, cheeseburger royale would be a great drink name. The royale with cheese.
The Royale
Oh, there you
with
go,
cheese.
Royale with cheese. I'm down for a royale with cheese.
Listen up, you motherfuckers.
Well, so yeah, so if you guys are watching, again, we're finally back in editing all that stuff. Well, we'll edit in the mixing of the drink and little kind of blurs, maybe deleted scenes and shit. But yeah, this is called the
Vincent and Jules.
Vincent and Jules. It is a
Not available.
It
Might be available.
It's technically not available. I'm gonna go ahead and say that I'm gonna put this on the
possible list.
possible secret menu.
Right.
If you're watching this podcast and you saw this drink and you want to try it, I do have the things necessarily here to make it.
So you're
It
saying
won't
I
be-
gotta leave the Fletcher Azul here?
No, maybe. No, I
We can use a different name.
Yeah, I can use it in Añejo. I just have to get it in Añejo. So, but I mean, Añejo hasn't done necessarily well here. Unfortunately, we sell a lot of tequila though. But other than that, I mean, it's not a lot of Añejo. Mostly Reposado and definitely Blanco.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of Nejo is very underappreciated as well.
Right.
As far as tequila goes, it's great. Like, because most people are just doing Blanco shots with purse and skirts or salt and lime.
Yeah.
But I just say purse and skirt because I want to confuse my 21-year-olds when they're at the bar. What's a purse and a skirt?
Training wheels and
Training
stuff like
wheels.
that.
It's just the lime. What the fuck do you think it is?
All right, so shall we move on to the next tequila?
Next tequila we shall do.
Let's do it.
Next tequila, right here. Oh, who wants to do the honors? Open.
You can do. You have the honors on this one, my friend.
All right.
Okay, this tequila, if you want to show the camera real quick, this one is called Calarosa Añejo.
And their label maker is really bad at what he does.
Okay, let's hold off on the appearance thing because there's plenty to say about this shit. All right, so this one is actually made by Adam Levine.
This is Adam Levine's.
Yes,
Maroon
this is
5?
Maroon 5 and his
Maroon
wife.
5 tequila?
She'll be loved. One day she'll be loved.
His wife, Bahade Prinsloo, I probably butchered that thing, and himself, they own
Well, it's kind of the same story. They fell in love with the type of tequila that the Real family made when they were visiting Mexico again. And basically what they did was...
She did not.
Should have invited her.
She didn't even fucking wave back.
Yeah.
He waved and she was...
She
I have no idea. Those glasses are too dark.
But anyways, yeah. So they went to Mexico, fell in love with the Real family and what they were making. So they basically founded not a family or a formula, but a company. Yeah, there's really not much information on it about.
That's Jalisco, but it's Alimenting.
Yeah, but they've been involved since the inception of the actual tequila. Working again with the Real family, who have been making tequila since 1942. Now, the website blurb for
It's
it.
your honors.
Well, I'm gonna wait till we get through it, and then I'll
Again, the website blurb: Calarosa is an inspired spin on traditional tequila, a fusion of Mexican spirit and California style, captured in 3 exquisite tequilas, created through a unique partnership and a subversive aging process. That just sounds kind of creepy, right?
But what are the other 2 tequila? What are the
It's a Blanco and a Rosa Blanco, and I think an extra now.
So we're looking at something that's gonna probably be a little bit more sweeter.
So this is gonna be like a blended anejo.
But let me finish the blurb, man.
Go ahead.
Okay, so
Yeah, we're asking questions, God forbid.
right there because
God forbid your bartenders ask you questions.
subversive just sounds creepy to me. I mean, like, what the hell did they do to
Like,
it?
do you think
I
we just like someone brings in a bottle, we're just gonna buy that bottle because like you said some good things. Like you don't think we're gonna question everything? Like, tell me what this is about. Like,
How do I show this to someone? What am I gonna tell them what it is? Like what? You know?
No, my liquor rep, you just kind of handed this to me, and like I bought a case, and I have no idea what the fuck it is. I'm just gonna give this right to you.
But to finish it off, Calarosa is a family of red wine barrel aged tequilas that offer a vibrant, premium tequila experience.
I am getting a lot of vibrant from the color. This one's gonna be a lot more kind of like sweet. It looks sweet already off, just like from the bottle in itself. The color, we're definitely gonna get probably a little bit more caramel on this one than we did on the last one.
I was thinking the same exact thing. A
A lot more caramel. I mean,
So-
maybe there's some vanilla in there. I don't know with the red wine cask.
Right.
Could just be more just kind of like a dry bitter. But I mean, I think there's gonna be very sweet, like kind of like
Yeah.
velvetly flow in there. This bottle is
You're jumping
confusing.
ahead, man. You're jumping ahead.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Okay, so to answer your question, the varieties I have is the Rosa Blanco, silver, for anybody else that's buying shit. The Anejo, so they bypassed the Reposado completely, and then extra Anejo. Their Anejo is aged for 18 months in the California red wine barrels.
So 4 of them?
No, only 3. They skipped the Reposado.
Well, but you said
They have
Rosa Blanco. Rosa, no,
Oh no, it's a Rosa Blanco. So
Rosa. Oh, I'm sorry. Ladies worded that. I heard it as the Rosa plus a Blanco. My apologies. Okay, so just Rosa Blanco and
Anejo.
extra Anejo.
And the extra Anejo is aged for 36 months in the California red wine barrels. So I
That's a
mean,
pretty good age.
That's
What's
that's
the,
like 3 years though. I mean, that's kind of you kind of squeezed everything out of the barrel, haven't you?
But what's the grape?
Yeah, but
what's the grape of the barrel? That's
It
good.
just says red wine.
Oh,
kinda
so
like
probably a blended red wine barrel.
yeah, kind of like the table red wine, I guess, something like that.
Yeah.
okay.
Because the grape would kind of depend.
Right.
It would change the flavor, you know.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like a cab,
because if it was
Pinot
if it
Noir,
was
you know.
Burgundy or
Yeah,
Merlot
exactly.
or anything.
Well, if it's California, you're not doing Burgundy.
I thought they had some burgers.
Burgundy is in France and only can be made in France. DOC.
You learn something every day.
Yeah, no, there's no Burgundy.
So they never transported any of the grapes or anything?
Not as far as I'm aware.
I mean, as far as it goes, I mean, regional things stay regional
Right.
for a reason. I mean, like there's certain like hops and barley that you can get only in
Right.
certain areas, and it basically it only just comes from that area and that area alone, and that can only make that. As far as like wine goes, yes, no, or champagne, like I mean, the
There's
grapes.
a lot of like DOCs, domains of control, things like
Yeah.
that. Like
Okay.
champagne can only be champagne made in
If
France.
it's made in
And
France.
so
You know
if
what
it's
I'm
like
saying?
Prosecco,
Cognac, yeah, it's actually
yeah,
cognac.
Prosecco
right?
only comes from Italy, and then like sparkling white is generally American or Australian.
Yeah.
And then like cognac has to come from Cognac, France, and if you're on the south side of the river, Armagnac comes from the north side of the river. Yeah.
It was way too heavy.
What? What's
So,
wait?
some random dude was walking by and he was extremely smiling at us. I don't know if he wanted to come in or if he wanted to just have
I'm not inviting him.
make out session with the three of us.
Okay, so let's start the butcher session on the appearance. Go ahead, continue what you guys were saying.
I'm gonna let you go first on this one.
All right. Yeah, I don't know if this person works for Angostura. Because if you've ever had a bottle of Angostura bitters, they always have like their label go like 6 inches above like where it is, like it's just paper with nothing there. And maybe this person's just doing the opposite of like, let's just cut off the tequila and then let's cut off the proof. You know what it is, but that's still kind of just like, how lazy can you possibly fucking about this? Like you couldn't give yourself another like 1/4 of an inch to just make the bottle fully labeled?
You know, shrink the font a little, something
Well,
like
maybe
that.
they did it on purpose though.
That could be on
Well,
purpose.
I mean, honestly, I think that they saw it when they first made it and they were like, fuck it. It's chic.
It's very chic. It's very chic. It's very fashion.
We fucked up.
Especially from Adam Levine coming from Maroon 5. And if you're a Maroon 5 fan, I feel like this would be something, you know what I'm saying, that he would do.
But then again,
Well,
could it also be
if you're
that they
13
saw
years
it?
old and a middle school girl, I'm sure you're a Maroon 5 fan. If you like the music, you're probably not.
I like Maroon 5 and I'm not 13 years
And
old.
yet you're
or
still
fucking
younger than
middle
me, so that's all I need to say about that statement. But the bottle shape itself, absolutely hate. Would not fit in a rail.
It's a wine bottle.
Yeah, it would not fit in a rail. You would have to put it into a cheater bottle if you wanted to use it in one of your rail cocktails. It's very pleasing to look at visually. Definitely would be something that looks really good on like a back bar as something like on a nicer end that what you want to do.
Display. It's
It's more of a display one. This is definitely. It's probably also not something that you would put into a rail
Real
cocktail.
quick,
That's the Rasta man.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's the Rasta man.
Damn it, he went too fast.
That was the Rasta man. He's coming down here.
No, that my hometown of San Angelo, which if this ever gets over there, they're gonna hate me for it. But yeah, the ice cream people, when they were walking around the neighborhood, it wasn't just ice cream; there was hell.
You need the Rasta man. San Antonio, Texas, trust me, there's Rasta fans everywhere.
Oh yeah, so yeah, San Antonio's only 4 or 5 hours away from my hometown.
Yeah.
It's a Texas thing.
It is a Texas thing.
Yeah, Texas. Y'all weird motherfuckers down there.
Yeah, we are.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with
So
that.
yeah, so yeah, bottle wine shape.
I
stuff
would
like
say,
that. I mean,
without trying it yet, I'll change my score depending on how it tastes. I would give this like a 4 out of 10.
okay.
Without tasting it, just because I would not be able to put this in a rail. And what is the price point on this?
Oh, you're making me go
I
ahead
know.
of time. Oh yeah. I'll hold off on that because you'll actually probably biscuit that one.
Heard. That also just kind of puts me in a might going in a lower grade.
Thank you, Chef.
All right, I'll tell you, it's 79 greenbacks plus tax.
Ooh.
Yes.
Mm.
So yeah.
All right.
That's not going in the cocktail then. This is definitely market this. With knowing that, I would assume that they are making this to be a sipping tequila, either served neat or on like a big cube and to like suck on over the course of the night.
I see this in a Cali Bistro restaurant. That's the only place I really see this bottle being. Unless you're in a fucking nightclub with a bunch of millennials spending.
And see, this is where I was gonna go. Again, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna split this up like I did last time. I'm gonna go from the bartender aspect, and I'm also gonna go from the consumer aspect. So from the bartender aspect, I mean, Cody's 100% right. Unless I have bottle service, and I'm basically telling my girls to basically, I'm saying, you have, as you can see, most people don't know about this, but this is called a wine dip. It's gonna basically be a concave.
I thought there was a different name for that, wasn't there?
I know it only as a wine dip. I don't know a different name for it. I'm gonna say it's a bit bourgeois. I mean, as far as the long neck goes, it does look more like kind of like a wine bottle or like kind of like cognac bottle. Excuse me if
you're not wrong.
If there's a difference on that for some people, but I mean, to me, I mean, this
bottle of Hennessy. This looks like a bottle of Hennessy.
It looks very, very chic. Short, fat bottle. Definitely not great for a rail. Personally, you know what I'm saying, it's just going to be something that you're just going to like kind of pass over. You know, if I was presented this by any rep, I'd be like, okay, like, maybe, possibly, we'll see what happens. I think if you are in California, I think this probably does sell very well.
Right.
It's probably
well, you know what it reminds me of? You guys remember the rosé that Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie came out with?
Oh yeah, a fucking long time ago.
Yeah. That's what it reminds me of. Like, maybe that's the marketing ploy that they were trying to go with, but with tequila.
So from the consumer aspect of what I'm going to come from is if I was somewhat between 21 to about 28 and I was a female, this would be something that I would bring to my friends and like kind of like show up at a party and or a wedding with and be like, girls, we're about to have a good time because I got some good tequila. Like we're about to like let it out. Let's have some fun.
Let's go, ladies. We're gonna make a TikTok.
Let's TikTok it.
Let's do a boomerang.
The bottle's very chic. I mean, it's very, you know what I'm saying, kind of like fashion forward. I mean, it's slightly artsy in the sense of that. And I think that, you know what? I'm gonna wait on giving it my score, but I mean, I do love the color of it. I mean, I do love the color. The color of it is very, very strong. It's very, very bold. I mean, it's something that kind of stands out. And looking at it from the back bar of someplace, if I didn't know what it was, I'd be like, I might want to try that. I might want to find out what that is. But I mean, that's only if you're like an adventurous drinker, though.
Right.
You have to be someone who's like, you know what I'm saying, not used to like, you know what I'm saying, like normal brands, and like you're literally trying something out there in the new. Right. So I would go for that. But like I said, it looks a lot like it could be a kind of like wine at this point, like a darker rosé.
Everything you guys have said, I actually wrote down for my slideshow that I have as my guide. Especially on the wine part. Well, you know, I mean, I could think of shit on the fly, but there's going to be a lot more shit. Stuff like that. So I'd rather have notes. But the one thing I wanted to say was, even as you're pouring it, if you look at it, it has a very, very thick viscosity to it.
It does.
And that's one of the things that intrigued me, of thinking that maybe it's actually better than what we think it's going to be. But the whole thing about the viscosity on it is, I would actually rather see it in a wine glass to see what the legs look like. Because I would treat it.
To me, when you're saying
like
that, I'm just taking that to mean it's probably going to be a lot sweeter than the first one.
Right. I'm not gonna lie to you, I do like this glass top.
Yes, the glass top.
The glass top is actually pretty nice. Yeah. It's not a cork; it's actual glass, so it does give it a little bit of refinement. Like I said, it's very bourgeois.
I mean, I like that, but then also, if I'm working with an incompetent bartender,
it's gonna break.
Like,
it's gonna break. It's gonna fall fucking in there.
Would I trust you with this bottle?
Right.
No.
That's when you like
take
the stopper and put the spigot.
Yeah. Like,
thank you, sir.
Or you just like put like a random like cork in there because like you're not gonna break this.
No, that's the one thing. But like I said, I mean the one thing after looking at the viscosity through the bottle before it was open, how thick it was. Honestly, I did.
No.
I really wanted to actually pour some in a wine glass and see what the legs look like.
You haven't heard of him? Okay.
I told him myself, I said, what's up, buddy?
I told him yes. He's having talked to you. He'll be here.
A lot of edits.
A little bit, yeah.
For a good podcast, I'm not going to join us.
What are you talking about?
Well, actually, if you want to slide over there real quick and you want to do a little honest blurb,
okay.
Say your name, say what you do real quick, and we'll give you a little taste of this Calarosa.
Unless I knock over the fucking...
Yeah, there's tequila here. Yeah, we're doing some tequila.
Right. Yeah, we're doing an añejo tequila.
We're doing celebrity tequilas today.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is actually from Adam Levine and his wife, Bahati.
Whatever. Who cares?
Yeah, whatever. She's not the famous one of that.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Well, she's famous for marrying him.
Right?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Disclosure right here. I don't know. She might be famous for other shit. Oh shit! That's my phone. She might be famous for other shit. Francis Rackle. Who the fuck is that?
Who knows?
I don't need it.
Come on, sit down, man. Oh yeah. Come on in. It's our first episode, by the way.
All right.
Well,
So again, state your name.
My name's Sam. Go
Sam.
man.
Nice to meet you, man. Rudy, Cody. Of course, you know Wavy.
I did.
So yeah.
Good to meet you.
I'd shake, but tonight not. So yeah, go ahead. Try it. Let us know what you think about it.
Okay.
Oh well, cheers.
Here's to me. Here's to you. Here's
Bottoms
to getting fucked up
whatever,
too.
Here's to the
There you go.
little red dress or whatever the fuck that little limerick is.
Oh,
You're right on the nose on that.
yeah.
Sweeter.
Oh
I
yeah.
haven't tried it yet, but I'm just smelling it.
Oh,
You're
that's
right on the
definitely-
nose about
that's-
saying what the caramel was gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely candy right there. That's yeah. Oh, wow.
Feel like I
Holy
need to go to
crap,
the
man.
dentist.
You were supposed to sip it, not slam it.
I'm a tequila connoisseur.
Man, that's overly sweet.
Yeah.
That's overly sweet for an añejo.
That's definitely candy.
Yeah, that feels like you have to have a dentist appointment the next day.
It's almost like they added maybe a little agave nectar to it to sweeten it up.
Well, it's 3 different types of agave in it already.
Yeah.
Extra añejo, añejo, and then a rosé blanco, right?
Well, no, that's the different types of.
But it's a different type, but it's all 3 blended together.
Well, no, it's just the añejo. That's it.
But it's aged for 36 months?
No, 18.
18?
Yeah, the extra añejo is aged for 36. See, this is why we have the side drinks, and we might need to get some water.
I can do that.
But it wouldn't be as funny because now we're stepping on our words here.
Exactly, that's right.
But no, there's 3 types. There's the Rosé Blanco, there's the Añejo, and there's the extra Añejo. So it's not a blend, it's just...
Oh, this
If
is just
anybody's
the
wondering
añejo.
why I'm looking at my glasses, because I'm just now figuring out that this is like a curvature and also a slight heel here. So,
That's hilarious.
yeah. That's
Also
all I
annoying as shit now that I see it.
can- Yeah.
No, this one does the same thing a little bit, but not as much.
This one does not.
I'm gonna just let you guys know there is a glass shortage right now, guys. So if you can't get certain bottles of booze, or if you can't find, you know what I'm saying, certain like glasses for your home, it's because COVID happened and the world is fucked up. So I
Also, take
apologize.
all your corks to liquor stores.
please.
Take all of your
And
corks.
save your bottle caps because that video game's coming through so fucking fast.
But
What video game was that, by the way?
can I start on this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna start on this one. Way too sweet, personally. I did not enjoy this one. It was very smooth. You get a bit of kind of like peak smokiness slightly in the back, a lot of caramel, a bit of vanilla in there, but like, I mean, honestly, that rose, or I guess red wine casking that they use pretty much for
You
it.
don't even get that.
You don't get it at all, but you do understand that basically it gives it that rich, deep color. It is very velvety. It is very smooth. I mean, I would only drink this over a big cube. That is it.
And I'd let it sit there for at least 10 to 15 minutes before. That way, it can kind of the ice can kind of melt down and like
dilute,
soften it.
yeah,
Because
it is too much, honestly, for me.
Okay, but, here's one thing. You've tried number one, extra añejo.
yeah,
This is sweeter than that.
yes,
I mean, this
is way sweeter.
It's a Rock Roy with a.
this is Wilford Brimley diabetes in a fucking glass.
It's really good.
Thank you.
Really good.
You get a lot more of the scotch, but it comes out very good.
I like it a lot.
You know, piggyback what you said. This is basically tasting a caramel syrup that's been diluted down.
Yeah.
Basically.
Like it's just like there are other notes there, but it's just so caramel forward that like even like the smokiness that you get on the back of your tongue, it's just so overwhelming with the caramel. You're just like, yeah, like I wouldn't do a cocktail with this. I actually like this would actually lower my score. I would say that's like a 3.
Oh wow. Okay. So now after appearance and taste, you say 3.
Yeah, I'm going 3. I was saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that 3 as well. I'm not a big fan of this one.
So
Honestly.
both 3 10.
I 3 out of 10. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is not.
Is that our range, by the way? Are we doing 3 to 10 or
1 to 10. 1 to 10.
1 to 10? Okay.
So Sam, what do you think?
I'm with you guys on that 3. I don't know. It almost gives me like the
Okay,
artificial flavor
before
to
you
it.
do everything, what do you think about the appearance?
You know, I think I like the design of the bottle. It's a little bit different. It kind of gives it more of a small estate feel to it. I've seen some of the other bottles out there on the marketplace. This is a little more attractive to me. You know, coming from a bartender standpoint, where you're looking at it, it's easy to kind of grab, kind of get a feel. Probably if you're holding it to customers, you can do that. On that, if you do a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably do maybe a 6.5, 7.
Oh wow. Great.
Okay.
I mean, if you like really sweet, I'd be like, oh, you like something super sweet?
All right.
I will shove this down
So
your throat.
we can backtrack a little bit and include you on everything. Yeah. What the fuck is up with these things? If you want to pour in some of that.
Let's see.
So
So
it's
this is the first one that we did.
Yeah. This is
that's the one I
tequila
was
from Mark Wahlberg.
Okay.
So we're doing celebrity, like I said, celebrity tequilas today.
So that's the first one.
So here, I'll put them over here.
Now, is this a lowland Highland tequila?
That is, I have no fucking clue.
No, it's Jalisco.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Lowland personally. I'm gonna say Lowland.
They don't say
The
what
website
it is.
didn't say if it was Lowland or Highland.
I'm gonna say Lowland. It seemed more Lowland than it was.
It definitely
Highland.
would be more of a. It feels like it would be more Lowland for sure.
Again, this is a bartender thing. I'm the barfly, so I really wouldn't know fuck the difference between Lowland, Highland, Midland,
It's basically the same
Ghetto,
thing as,
Barrio.
It's the same thing as Scotch. Like Highlands, Lowlands, Campbelltown, Islay.
Yeah, but people don't talk about shit like that for tequila that much.
And depending on if you're lowland Highlands, it's like with
The elevation is really changing.
Right, and
Well,
you're closer
the
to
terroir,
volcanic rock,
that's what
it's
it
where you're
is.
going to get the attributes of the smokiness and the ashy from the volcanic rock itself.
Yeah. All right, don't slam that, please don't.
I'm definitely not going to. I don't know why he did, but
Yeah, I don't know why he did that either. I was like,
Just wanted the full.
I went in again. Oh, dude, you definitely get more caramel if you slam it. Definitely,
No, it
like
just,
a chewy. What's that fucking caramel candy that they had the old people giving the little kids?
Oh,
To
the
basically
Gold
take 'em-
Radford?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Werther's, you know, to basically get them to the back room. Like the
yeah, no, I
cabin crews.
mean, I wouldn't
Again,
wish,
these are all jokes.
I would not wish that tequila on my worst enemy.
No.
yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Cali Rosa.
No.
Yeah.
And I like Al Bean. I like Maroon 5. I'll say it again, even though he doesn't. I do like Maroon 5. So
He has good songs.
he has amazing songs. Okay, you're going off of one album. So like Connor, he's got a whole library that you can like kind of go through.
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
So to make people understand real quick why we have this little bucket of pretzels, it's a palate cleanser. So if you guys want to explain that, because I'm gonna fuck it up.
Saltiness dries out your mouth.
Drive out your mouth.
So you're basically able to clean your palate
Right.
and basically give you a fresh
Right.
start.
Think about it like this. If you ever go to a sushi restaurant, they always give you ginger before you eat anything else because you do a lot of soy, which gives a lot of like bitterness and like kind of salt. And so the next fish that you're gonna eat, it's gonna be partially like maybe dry.
Overlapping.
So it'll just like keep on pounding on that fish taste. So you eat the ginger and then you eat another piece of sushi.
Or coffee grounds.
Coffee grounds, yeah, exactly. So
And so see now on that, now you know what the fuck the ginger is for when you eat sushi. It's not just there as an ornament. Because you know they give you a shit ton of that shit. Yeah. So anyways, it's all right. So we have your choices: 3 out of 10, 3 out
wouldn't
of
make
10.
a cocktail with that.
No cocktail out of that.
No
Okay.
cocktail.
No cocktail of that. That's
And
something
Sam-
Cuban diluted self.
Oh wait, so Fletcher Azul, what was your? Have you tried it yet?
I did. I like it. It's a little more smoother than the previous one that we had.
Okay.
I think it's a little more enjoyable.
Okay.
It doesn't have a lot of the artificial flavoring that I think the first one may have had.
Okay.
The only reason why I give the first one a little higher score, being a bartender background, I think
So now, before you finish, that was aged in bourbon and barrel.
Yeah, 100%. So a whole different spectrum of it.
Right.
And that's something I like with my tequilas. I like the bourbon barrels.
Okay.
To me, you can enjoy it a little bit more. Like a little bit of that smokiness to it,
Right.
more rawness to it all. But I like this one a lot more.
So what would you give that?
I'd say that one's 8.5.
8.5?
Yeah.
We also thought that this one was
We
better.
didn't talk about
I
this-
think it was one of 6 though.
I was at 6 to begin with.
Yeah, you gave 6. You gave 5.
You said 5.
I get 5. Yeah, that's right.
You
Yeah.
gave 5. I said 6. But we were going off. We were looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I do is basically I'd like to give a bartender's perspective, and I also like to give a consumer's perspective. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like combining those together, I felt like this one as a bottle. I mean, I could use in my rail if there's gonna be like an añejo. I was gonna just like have like basically, you know what I'm saying, like the pour cocktails in. That would be like something that would be very easy, very smooth. It's got, you know what I'm saying, great neck, short neck, you know what I'm saying, for basically, you know what I'm saying, nice pour.
So Sam, you're a bartender here as well?
No, not yet.
No, go ahead.
So my background is hospitality. I grew
Okay.
up in hospitality. Worked for the Highland Tap Burger Group for a
Well, you're
while.
Mexican, right?
Half Mexican, half Italian.
Good old Juan, man.
Yeah.
I used to work for Senior Bear.
Okay, so yeah, I came back from Still Lounge, Highland Tap Burger, Belgian Tap Burger, but I also in between worked for Richard Sandoval restaurants. I worked
Okay.
for Boston Villa for about 4.5 years. So a lot of my background and where I enjoy tequila is from that aspect.
So you probably saw me at fucking Second Home quite a bit.
Over down here.
Yeah, Cherry Creek and shit like that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So that's my background. Right now, I currently work for and part owner of Wine Tiger Distributions. We have it's a small Colorado-based owned distribution company.
Have you tried Scarlet Leather yet?
I'm not.
You should.
So that's our flagship beverage that we have in our portfolio. It's a craft seltzer. It's based out of Fort Brewery, out of Arkansas.
Very slowly say the website.
Oh, so you can go to
And then you can write it down later so I can put it on the screen.
you can go to Blind Tiger Brands on Instagram.
So this is the first one that we did.
Yeah, this is
that's the one I
tequila
was
from Mark Wahlberg.
Okay.
So we're doing celebrity, like I said, celebrity tequilas
Yeah.
today.
So that's the first one.
Oh, here, I'll put them over here.
Now, is this a lowland Highland tequila?
That is, I have no fucking clue.
No, so it's Jalisco.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say lowland personally. I'm gonna say lowland.
They don't say
The
what
website
it is.
didn't say if it was lowland or highland.
I'm gonna say lowland. It seemed more lowland than it was.
It definitely
highland.
would be more of a. It feels like it would be more lowland for sure.
Again, this is a bartender thing. I'm the barfly, so I really wouldn't know what the difference between lowland, highland, midland,
It's basically the same thing
ghetto,
as
barrio.
it's the same thing as Scotch, like Highlands, Lowlands, Campbelltown, Islay.
Yeah, but people don't talk about shit like that for tequila that much.
And depending on if you're lowland and Highlands, it's like with
The elevations really changes.
right. And
Oh, yeah,
closer
the
to
terroir,
volcanic rock,
that's what
like,
it's
we're
for,
gonna
everything
get
like
the
that,
action
yeah.
of the smokiness and the ashy from the volcanic rock itself.
Yeah. All right, don't slam that. Please, don't.
I'm definitely not going to. I don't know why he did, but
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know why he did that either. I was like,
I wanted to get. Oh, dude, you definitely get more caramel if you slam it. Definitely,
no, I
like
just
the chewy. What's that fucking caramel candy that they had the old people giving the little kids?
Oh,
To
the
basically
gold
take 'em-
wrapper.
Yeah, Werther's, you know, to basically get them to the back room like the
Yeah, no,
Catholic
I
priest.
mean,
And
I wouldn't
again,
wish-
these are all jokes.
I would not wish that tequila on my worst enemy.
No,
yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Calarosa.
no.
Yeah.
And I like Adam Bean. I like Maroon 5. I'll say it again, even though he doesn't. I do like Maroon 5. So
He has good songs.
he has
They do.
amazing songs. Okay, you're going off of one album. So like he's got a whole library that you can like kind of go through.
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, so to make people understand real quick why we have this little bucket of pretzels, it's a palate cleanser. So if you guys want to explain that, because I'm gonna fuck it up.
Saltiness dries out your mouth.
Dries out your mouth.
So you're basically able to clean your palate,
Right.
and basically it gives you a fresh start.
Think about it like this:
Reset.
if you ever go to a sushi restaurant, they always give you ginger before you eat anything else because you do a lot of soy, which gives you a lot of like bitterness and like kind of salt. And so the next fish that you're gonna eat, it's gonna be partially like maybe
It's
dry,
overlapping on it.
or yeah. So it'll just like keep on pounding on that fish taste. So you eat the ginger and then you eat another piece of sushi.
Or coffee grounds.
Coffee grounds, yeah, exactly. So
And so see, now on that, now you know what the fuck the ginger is for when you eat sushi. It's not just there as an ornament. Because you know they give you a shit ton of that stuff. So anyways. So all right, so we have your choices, 3 out of 10, 3 out
we'll
of
make a
10.
cocktail with that.
No cocktail out of that.
No
Okay.
cocktail.
No cocktail to that. That's something
And
that has to
Sam-
on the Cuban dilute itself.
Oh wait, so Flecha Azul, what was your? Have you tried it yet?
I did. I like it. It's a little more smoother than the previous one that we had.
Okay.
I think it's a little more enjoyable.
Okay.
It doesn't have a lot of the artificial flavoring that I think the first one may have had.
Okay.
The only reason why I give the first one a little higher score, being a bartender background, I think.
So now, before you finish, that was aged in bourbon barrels.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So a whole different spectrum of it.
Right.
And that's something I like with my tequilas. I like the bourbon barrels. To me, you can enjoy it a little bit more. Like a little bit of that smokiness to it,
Right.
a little more rawness to it all. But I like this one a lot more.
So what would you give that?
I'd say that was 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, man.
We also thought that this one was
We
better.
didn't talk about
I
this-
only gave this one a 6 though.
I mean, I was at 6 to begin with.
Yeah, you gave 6. You gave
You
5.
said
Oh,
5.
I get 5. Yeah, that's right.
You
Yeah.
gave 5. I said 6. But we were going off of, we were looking at it, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I do is basically I'd like to give a bartender's perspective and I also like to give a consumer's perspective. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, combining those together, I felt like this one as a bottle, I mean, I could use in my rail if it was going to be like an añejo. I was going to just like have, like, basically, you know what I'm saying, like the pour cocktails. And that would be like something that would be very easy, very smooth. It's got, you know what I'm saying, great neck, short neck, you know what I'm saying, for basically, you know what I'm saying, nice, really nice
It's gonna
pour.
be a long podcast. So Sam, you're a bartender here as well?
No, not
No,
here.
no, go ahead.
So my background is hospitality. I grew
Okay.
up in hospitality. Worked for the Highland Tap Burger Group for a
Oh,
while.
you're Mexican, right?
Half Mexican, half Italian.
Cheers.
Oh, good old Juan, man.
Yeah.
I used to work for Senior Bear.
Okay, so yeah, I came back from Still Lounge, Highland Tap Burger, Bellevue Tap Burger, but I also in between worked for Richard Sandoval Restaurants. I worked
Okay.
for Los India for about 4.5 years. So a lot of my background and where I enjoy tequila is from that aspect. Of
So
my
you
life.
probably saw me at fucking Second Home quite a bit.
Over down here?
Yeah, in Cherry Creek and shit like that.
Yeah, probably. I'm sure. So that's my background. Right now, I currently work for and part owner of Blind Tiger Distributions. We it's a small Colorado-based owned distribution
Have
company.
you tried Scarlet yet?
I'm not.
You should.
So that's our flagship beverage that we have in our portfolio. It's a craft seltzer. It's based out of Core Brewery
Okay.
in Arkansas.
Very slowly say the website.
Oh, so you can go to
And then you can write it down later so I can put it on the screen.
you go to Blind Tiger Brands on Instagram. That's probably the best way to look us up. And Scarlet Letter on Instagram or any kind of social media platform itself.
Okay.
But it comes from Core Brewery, which is based in northwestern Arkansas itself.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
They have roots out here in Colorado. The owner used to live out here for a while. So
And it's a seltzer?
yeah, it's like seltzer. It's a handcraft one. Unlike everything on the market where it's more of a malt base, a lot of artificial flavor, single flavor, watered down. These are going to be sugarcane based alcohol.
Okay.
A lot cleaner.
So it's more like the originals, like Bartles and James and shit like that.
Yeah, and what we do is it's going to be.
Which, by the way, yes, I am old as fuck. So, why do you think I got the Wolf of Brimley mustache here going on?
But it's 84 calories, less than a gram of carbs. It is
wow.
suited to what Colorado's all about.
Okay.
Craft cocktails, craft beer, craft spirits. I think we're one of the only states where you want to go up a 14 teener and do a climb like that, and then have a craft beer and take your shirt off, and take pictures, and hold a sign up.
And then roll back down.
And roll back down very carefully. Like I said, it's a healthier choice in the spiked seltzer cocktail category.
Do they
awesome.
sell that here?
We are working on that right now, but we have 325 accounts here in Colorado. Rhino in this neighborhood is a huge supporter of us,
Okay.
And we appreciate everything that Colorado has been behind us with.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I personally had never heard you guys until right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, are you going to stick around for the last one?
Sure,
right.
absolutely. Be
All
my
right.
pleasure.
So,
Can't hurt.
Wavy actually had a stripper coming in bringing
No.
drinks, so that's why he just killed her a little bit. So, but he'll be back. But anyways, closing out Calarosa Rosa. Their website, if you want to learn more about them, what we say is just from what we, as aged barflies and bartenders and distributor as well, are saying. You can make your own choice. So definitely go to their website, www.calarosatequila.com. All their information is there. You can buy their liquor online, have it delivered to you in most states except where they don't allow you to. Here in Denver, you can pick it up at Total Wine & More. Like I said way earlier before, you're going to pony up $79 plus tax. So it's for $7.50, it's going to be 40% and 80 proof. So, at this point, God, you didn't get to try them. But, I mean, if you want to sip off of ours, we were doing a side battle.
No, he tried the Rob Roy Rig.
Oh, that's right. Did you didn't
This
try the
one's
other-
so diluted at this point, it wouldn't be worth it for him to try it from when Wavy first made it because of that.
All right, well, think better.
Think better. Think better.
So, right now, we're going to do the verdict on the side battle of the two drinks.
What do you? What would you? What would you? Real quick. I got a question real quick. I got a question real quick. Would you tell a guest? Oh yeah, this drink's been diluting for like 25 minutes. Just think better of it. Would you tell that to a guest?
All right. Okay.
No, you just think better of this cocktail.
Shall we take a 2-minute side so you can make one for Sam?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe Sam has got a lot of things to do today. I mean, he can taste it from there. And
Do you have a lot of things to do?
Absolutely not.
All right. It's all right. You got 2 minutes, man. Go make one. I'm going to finish that one, by the way. All right. So, well, shit. Let's talk about shit. Sam, anything embarrassing you want to disclose on here and shit like that? something happened in your past that made you choose the path you're on?
No, again, something very embarrassing, I guess. Walked into a big presentation recently with one of the bigger feature accounts that we had. I did not realize that my shirt was on backwards and my zipper was down all the way. And it was the day I chose to wear white boxer shorts, of course, with black jeans. So it was very uncomfortable when I first walked in because their eyes obviously went up and down on me. But
how'd you play it off though?
Had a rough morning with my daughter. I have a 10-year-old daughter, so it's always one of those things when you're trying to get her to school. I'm a single parent, so it's like you gotta.
Cool. Well, fucking dude, congratulations on that shit, man. You know, you guys don't get enough fucking attention and appraisal and shit like that. You really don't.
It's one of those things like working a full-time job, creating a business,
right.
Especially during COVID, and then raising a little girl on your own. It's rough, it's one of those things that you're just kind of constantly moving, and I feel on a very tight time schedule, but
right.
When you're hurrying, Dad, I got my backpack. I want a cold lunch today, and I want my bows done in my hair.
I thought you were going to say, I want a cold one.
Dad will have that later.
Daughter goes to bed. All right, now we have our glass of scotch to go to sleep.
So it's always like you got to make sure the little ones that take care of
exactly.
first, and then I'm the one that's dressing in a car like an animal. Trying to get to my next account appointment.
Oh, dude, seriously, congratulations. We appreciate all that shit. I mean, dude, seriously. I mean, you guys do not.
Man, family podcast, bro. Family, bro.
Yeah,
how many times
we want all the 16-year-olds listening about this tequila that they can't buy. It's going to make so much fucking sense.
Yeah. But no, seriously, I mean, what you do, a lot of people do not give you enough credit. They really don't.
Appreciate that.
I mean, it's always one-sided. It's nice to actually present the other side from every now and then and stuff like that. So maybe you heard it first here on this one. There you go, Sam, Superman for his daughter. That's all that matters. Family comes first. I don't have family because I'm selfish. I have a really big bar at home, but I mean, anyways.
So, if you don't mind me asking, what's the background with the podcast? How long have you been doing it? What's your
This is the very first episode.
This is the very first one. Basically, I've been talking to Cody about it for a while, what I wanted to do, which is basically an honest review of spirits.
Okay.
And the first ones I wanted to do were celebrity tequilas. Because, as we said at the beginning of the podcast, there's so many damn celebrity tequilas out there. I mean, you look left and right, and there's like 20 of them out there.
It's almost like you're not like a celebrity unless you have some kind of skill
Exactly.
behind it.
I mean, the only one that actually branched out and did something original was Ryan Reynolds with fucking gin.
Yeah.
I mean, he did the aviation gin. He had it for literally only like 18 months. Sold it for damn near as much as George Clooney did.
He got it for, he doubled the money on it.
Yeah.
What, about a year?
Year and a half.
But he's still the spokesperson for him, which is kind of cool.
He's getting paid after getting paid out.
Yeah.
Smart.
I mean, George Clooney, you never see any commercial of Casamigos with George Clooney in it. You never do. Ryan Reynolds. All right. So, okay. Now we got the drink. 2 minutes later, what do you think?
It's really refreshing.
It's not layered, though, like the original ones were.
No, it was layered.
It was layered, but
When the straw goes in, it loses the layer.
it loses the yeah. That's the point of the straw, is to mix it together.
Right. And for those of you who are talking about, I'm going to say these are biodegradable. I don't know if they are or not, but we're going to say they're biodegradable so that, the sea turtles that we aren't even fucking close to don't use them to snort coke. Enough said. All right, so side battle. Which one's the better one?
So to me right now, in my personal opinion, it's a hot day out. Denver's been super hot temperature. That's super refreshing.
Yeah.
It's not overbearing with the tequila by itself or the spirit. It's done and prepared just equally parted well so that you can enjoy it and you're not like kind of overwhelmed by any one part of it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go ahead and vote against myself. That Rob Roy was quite fantastically fucking fantastic. It was very well balanced, delicious. I mean, it has a lot of like intricate parts to it, and I think that to make a martini, a lot of times can be a little bit overbearing for some people. But to do that would be basically, like some fun and actually very, very easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and give my vote to the Jules and Vega.
Okay. And Cody, what about you?
Vincent. That's the Ash Pikachu, by the way.
Yeah. Dan, I was gonna do the same thing because with the weather, what it's like, very nice and refreshing.
Right.
If this was like, if we were later in the day, like more dinner time, I would probably vote for mine. But considering how hot it is outside right now, I would vote for this one right now because this would feel like more like a brunch style cocktail. While mine, I feel, is more like a dinner style cocktail. Like, you know, when the sun goes down and you want to have a martini, like you're on a date, you want to like look
Like a pre-dinner.
Yeah, you want to like look impressive for your date and shit like that.
Look at me.
Yeah, look at me, I'm all fancy and shit. Like I feel like that's what that cocktail would be more for, but like this would be like I could see this being like a patio pounder.
Yeah.
Every day of the week.
Oh god, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, because it's super light, super refreshing. The grapefruit hits perfectly for what you want for like a day like this.
Also, by the way, you guys see anybody in the background? That's going to be Carter. He's going to be the GM, also operating owner manager as well. My friend, my partner, he's over there. Shout out to that guy. He doesn't want to be on camera, doesn't want to shout out, but I'm going to shout him out anyway. So, hey, Carter, love you, man. Thank you pretty much for letting us do the podcast here.
All right, so Carter, off camera, we'll let you try the tequilas that we're doing right here.
I might.
Okay, for me, honestly, I gotta say, again, like everybody else said, cool, refreshing, summertime, it's gotta go to waiting. But if you're in a nice air-conditioned dinner environment, definitely gonna go to your drink, Cody. So I mean, it's kind of a 50-50.
I feel like it's a split. Both cocktails are good.
I mean, I think so.
They're both great. Yeah,
You know,
No, definitely if they were-
they have different aspects. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they're both good at two different target audiences, though.
right,
I feel,
exactly,
right?
exactly,
Like,
yeah. No.
Because maybe next time when we do this, we go into the same category of like, all right, two brunch cocktails or like two martini cocktails. Like, I feel like maybe we do that next time, we give each other a recipe and go like, you make this drink and I make your drink, and then like, but it's still in the same vein of like martini, old fashioned, tequila, refreshing. You know, like whatever we're doing for our next one. Yeah. But yeah, because I think we both went in opposite directions. Because I went spirit forward and you went very citrusy, so it definitely changes like how like it's hard to judge or compare these cocktails because they're not in the same vein. Like you would never put these cocktails side by side in like a cocktail competition, right?
Yeah, no, I would not know.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like they're both great cocktails because I love your cocktail.
So we call it a tie. Based on
We'll call this a split right now.
I'll take
a split.
No, it's not a 10-7. I'm glad.
All right. So this next one, I'm not going to say what it is. I'm going to do the website blurb first. So here's the website blurb. Unlike other tequilas, blah, 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 sources 100% blue Weber agave from both the highland and lowland regions of Jalisco, Mexico, which you guys were talking about before, which I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. This unique combination of agave flavors combines herbaceous, earthy, lowland tones with the sweeter, fruity notes of highland agave, resulting in a distinct rounded profile. So this añejo that we're going to be tasting, now you're going to find out, is a collaboration between Nick Jonas and John Varvatos. If you know them, you know who they are. Let's hope they kind of hit the right notes and the right nose.
It is also Barbados, by the way.
But whatever. Come on. There is a joke right there, you know. John Varvatos does cologne and shit like that, and Nick Jonas does fucking music. Notes, nose. Yeah, come on. Please.
I'm just saying.
Give me notes on the nose, man. Say notes on the nose.
Do I get a clap, Sam? God, thank you. Thank you very much. God, I know I'm an idiot, but please, I'm trying to make a couple of jokes here. So anyways, no, this one that I'm actually going to present you is aged for 12 months in American oak barrels. So, boom.
New oak or used oak?
Huh?
New or used oak?
It doesn't say.
It just says oak
It
barrels?
never says.
Okay.
So appearance. Sam, you're first.
Pretty attractive looking. It's something different. I like the tones of the color on there. Looks like, bam, look at me, and like gold on me.
Okay.
I like it a lot.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've already seen this bottle before. I know this bottle. I've actually tried this tequila as well. So this is,
Damn it.
This
All
is
right, we
gonna
have to
be
exclude him. He can't drink anymore.
this is gonna be something that I already know exactly what I'm gonna give it a score on. I'm not gonna ruin anything. As far as like appearance wise, yes, I do believe the gold tones on it are very, very nice, especially on the dark brown bottle. You can't necessarily tell what the color of the tequila is,
Right.
which is very interesting. But once you see it poured, you're like, that completely matches exactly what you thought it was gonna be.
Okay.
So I've never had this before. I'm gonna guess this is gonna be very amberish, like when it's poured, because you can't really see it because the gold on the bottle is gonna distract what the actual color is. And the bottle is actually very dark itself.
Okay, here's
with
what I
the
want to
hints of
say
brown.
real quick. Look at when you tilt the bottle. Compared to Calarosa, it looks
this-
a lot thinner in the viscosity.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna still say it's gonna be like, it's gonna be lighter than that for sure,
Right.
but that's gonna be hard to top, no
in
matter
candy,
what the hell you
in
do.
the candy wise.
Yeah, yeah.
In the candy
I mean, it's an añejo, so again, you're still going to be doing that caramel vanilla thing. I would imagine a lot more honey coming out of this. But I would imagine it's going to be a lot more brown than what I'm actually looking at right now.
Okay.
But I could be wrong.
And it's aged, what, 12 months, you said?
This one was, shit, now I gotta go for it. Yeah, 12 months in American oak barrels. Whether or not they were new or used, I don't know. The website didn't say.
And it's just oak, it's not white oak.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, I like it because it's etched. It's probably one of the more elegant bottles that I have to say. As a consumer, as somebody going into Total Wine, Argonaut, Lucas, or Molly's, that one's going to stand out just because of the etching
Oh, you want 4.
and stuff like that.
Okay, you want 4.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if you look at it, I mean, it really is a lot more intricate.
I do like the embossing on the bottom of the bottle.
Exactly. I mean, it's more elegant than all the other bottles combined.
Yeah.
I mean, they literally took time and said,
Gold foil.
we need this shit to stand out.
Yeah.
Whether or not that means it's shit.
It looks like VEP chartreuse in the bottle. It looks like the color of VEP chartreuse. If you've ever had VEP chartreuse before, yellow chartreuse.
Green or green?
Yellow.
Oh, yeah.
VEP
Yeah, I've had
yellow
both of them. I
chartreuse.
have
Yeah,
both
yeah.
of them, yeah,
So,
yeah.
but VEP yellow chartreuse is a little more bold than it is.
Yeah, definitely.
Yellow.
There you go. Sam, you want to open it?
Give it a shot, I guess, here.
I think you can do it. It's not like
Childproof, you know what I mean?
That's why I'm not opening them.
I do like this, edgy on it.
yeah.
So, okay, well, Sam's opening it again. This is 40%, 80 proof. 750 can be picked up at Lucas
I think
Wine.
all of our
They've all been foolproof.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They've all been the
foolproof.
same. This one, the only place I found it was in Denver, Lucas Wine and Spirits, and it's gonna be 55 plus tax. So actually, not a bad price for.
Not bad at all.
So like $58 after tax.
Yeah.
Right around 57.60 or like 58,
Right, something
right
like
around
that.
there.
Yeah.
Don't shoot this one, by the way.
Yes, sip it.
Well, I mean, if you had nothing else to do today, I mean, do whatever you want, I guess.
Like, you don't have to shoot it, by the way. It's not like, we're at a frat party here.
Might as well be. Except a really shitty frat party where there's no girls.
Carter,
Yeah.
come on over.
What's up?
Oh yeah, definitely. Come on, have a drink.
Oh, no, I'm
Come on, man.
I am not drinking.
Bro, you gotta get in this. We're showcasing the bar. We talked about the
It's
bar
Nick
earlier.
Jonas, man. You gotta try Nick
bro.
Jonas.
You gotta come over, bro. You gotta come over, bro.
I am not drinking tequila right now.
He hates
For the offer, though. But
He hates tequila, by the
I'm
way.
thinking on that right now.
So if we do a whiskey one or a scotch one, he's completely down, 100% down. But he definitely does not like.
Okay, so
tequila.
that'll have to be episode 3 because episode 2 is the round out of the celebrity.
Okay, all right.
Right. So
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Yep, okay.
Yeah.
Pretty dead on the nose on that.
Yeah.
thanks, sir.
Yeah, I was pretty dead on the nose on that.
Cheers. All right. What's cheers or what's the phrase this time? Sam, you get to say the word.
Salud.
Oh yeah, I think we already used that one.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's
All right. All right.
fine.
He came in late. He didn't know that we used it already. So, we gotta give the pass. That's a lot of vanilla on the nose.
Oh wow,
That's a lot of vanilla on the nose.
that's very bitey.
Yeah. For an añejo, that's kind of not very matured yet.
That's more repo going on the Blanco. Yeah.
That's very hot,
Yeah.
but a lot more vanilla.
Yeah.
Touch of caramel, but even then, that's
So
a
now
hard
there
sell.
was one review online that they actually thought that this was a vodka. Would you agree with that?
No.
No.
Vodka is supposed to taste
You
like.
would basically say
like
those
gas.
people are fucking idiots.
Basically.
Yeah, I would call that person stupid as fuck. Not to their face when they left.
Well, and some people might get that kind of impression though too. Is if they let it sit in steel caskets for longer than it did for the wooden ones, and that's really my impression of kind of Blanco is too.
I mean, I just like I said, I've already tried this one. I've already had this one before.
Right.
It was one
It
of the-
lingers. It lingers.
It does linger, but it's kind of got like a peppery kind of taste. Like I mean, like and
Yeah, I can see some peppercorn. I can see like some dark peppercorn. Like I go
or
again,
even
like
white, or even white
there's
peppers a little
yeah,
bit.
there's also a little bit like a volcanic like heat in there, like some volcanic rock heat in there for sure.
It's just I would not call it an añejo, personally, in my opinion.
A repo.
At all.
Call it a
I
repo.
think he's right. I feel like it is a bit immature as far as like aging
So,
goes.
so
and like, as
don't
far
call
as
it a
tasting.
comeback.
I mean, I'm not.
I'm sorry,
coming
I'm
back
an
to it
idiot.
till-
Hey,
no,
Kim
yeah.
Kardashian got cum on her back. In that movie, I don't know. You guys saw that?
It worked out for her.
It worked out for her.
But no, it's. I mean, I would definitely say out of the three that we have tried today.
Chris Pat, by the way, is a fucking genius.
I would say it takes a second, but not a very far second, because the Cali Rosa is so bad that pretty much you know what that one doesn't compare as an añejo.
Very
to
true,
where the Cali
yeah.
Rosa could probably be more of an añejo than that one,
Right.
Than the other one.
Yeah, which is a weird statement, but I agree with it.
No, yeah,
'Cause I would
yeah,
totally
yeah.
be like,
Well,
that
that-
shit's fucking
Trash.
garbage.
It's like-
Cali Rosa-
For the price
okay.
that you pay for the
Yeah,
price
for-
point on that,
yeah,
the price
yeah,
point on this,
$79 for that. That
It's a
was
fucking
more
55.
of
Oh, fuck
sherry to port than repo to añejo.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what that
and this
was.
feels like it's on the edge of like it could be a repo, it could be an añejo.
Maybe leave it in the barrels a little bit longer. Maybe go with everybody else today and leave it in for 18 months rather than 12. And I think at that point, we might actually have something really fucking good here. But yeah, I mean, it's a,
I'm definitely gonna go with the Fletch Azul. It's gonna be the clear winner for me today, personally.
oh no, wait!
you
You
want my
gotta vote.
score?
You gotta vote this one, yeah.
You want my score?
Yes, what's your score?
That one right there?
Yeah.
I said 3 on that one, right? That one gets a 3.5 out of 10.
So V1 gets 3.5.
3.5. It barely is above
Okay.
the, and that one was bad.
I mean, I'll give this like a 4.5
Okay.
because the bottle is still good enough to be used in a rail. The price point on it is not ridiculous where you could put it in your rail and
Right.
use it for a cocktail. Your cocktail would be like $16 to $17.
Right.
But for Colorado, that's cheaper than New York where whiskey and Coke is $25. Yeah. So,
Jeez.
I don't know, like, I would agree with your previous statement that that's definitely the winner, but that I would never put behind my bar, even just for like a gimmick. This I would probably put behind just because I feel like there's a chance to sell it, but
True.
not
Okay.
nearly as much. But this I could actually put in the
You
well.
can do-
I could
yeah.
make a cocktail
You
with
can
it,
do-
and
you
I
can
could
do a lot more.
I can make the I can make it cost
You
effective.
made a
you know
good
what I mean?
cocktail out of it. You made a good
Yeah,
cocktail.
exactly. So I mean, I can make that cost effective.
Right.
Because what? This is what, $56? Oh, you said $58. So 62 after tax.
Yeah.
And that was consumer price of. So I would imagine if you're a bar distributor, or if you're buying for a bar,
Yeah.
that's probably going to be like 47 to.
Oh, no, don't,
Yeah,
okay, we're gonna
47,
edit that
48.
out because we don't need them to know about that.
All right, well you can edit that out, but I'm still gonna make the point right now. So like,
Right.
I could justify doing that because
Right.
I'm using an ounce of it, and what it's 750, 22 shots.
Right.
And if you're doing only an ounce, that's on a full shot, so you're gonna be able to make your money back on that real quick. So like,
Sure, probably, yeah.
if you're doing
Right.
17,
Profitable,
yeah,
yeah.
like you can make this bottle profitable. This one, there's no fucking way in hell.
Right.
Unless you're just gonna charge like $22 a shot for it and just say
Or
fuck you.
22 neat or 22 fucking rocks.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you're going where you pour
This
that.
one, Maybe, but I would definitely put this in the bar first,
Right.
then the other two.
Right. Sam, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. The Villa one to me is just so far immature on the profile itself, knowing that it's an
Saying
Anejo.
it's an Anejo, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you told me it was a repo, I said, okay, it's even a decent repo. Yeah, but this Azul here, I think it's probably the cream of the crop between the three of them for sure.
Okay.
Price point wise too, you can do a lot more with it.
Right.
Cost effectiveness, whether if you're behind the bar, you can make that stretch quite a bit. And I think people will keep coming back to that flavor profile.
Okay. So what do you give on a count for Villa 1?
You look at it, it looks like a 6.5, 7. But
Oh.
when you taste it, probably a 3.
Okay, so roundabout about
no,
4.5.
it's
Yeah, no, I mean, you're not wrong, dude. I mean,
So
I
you
agree
say
with you
about
100%.
roundabout 4.5 total?
Yeah, on a good day, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're
So
both
let's say
4.5 then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So for me, all right. Again, we basically have the clear winner, which is Flecha Azul. Marky Mark or Mark Wahlberg, so you don't kick my ass if you ever see me. Which actually that might happen because
Well, if it happens, you can just sue him and then you become a millionaire overnight. I got assaulted by Mark Wahlberg. Fucking give me your money.
But I will actually give Flecha Azul 7 out of 10 because, like I said, appearance, flavor, all that stuff, and basically being the barfly, coming to a bar, if I saw it there and I knew what it was, I would actually be fucking happy. And I'd say, hey, let me get a shot and eat of that, or with a fucking huge cube so I can fucking enjoy it a little bit longer. Calarosa, I gave it a 2 out of 10, only because that is definitely not an añejo. It's not. It's,
I feel like this should actually just be distributed as a simple syrup.
You're not wrong.
As an Amaro.
You're not
Like,
wrong. You're not wrong.
As an agave Amaro, I would probably say it would work a lot better. I wouldn't.
I mean,
Yeah, but that's not like Fernet Valet. Like Fernet Valet is an Amaro.
Yeah.
This needs to have a little bit more of like a baking spice
Well.
notes added to it, something like that to become an Amaro. This is still too much on the tequila side. Like, I feel like if they just like they did like the charcoal filtering
Yeah.
of it and turn it into a Blanco. That
Or-
actually
yeah, well,
probably, that would
Cristalino,
probably help it.
Cristalino.
Yeah,
Cristalino.
yeah, I mean,
A Cristalino
I feel like
would
if they
actually
did that
sell,
with this,
yeah.
I feel like that would be a lot better.
and
because
fix
of-
the fucking typing. God.
I mean, yeah.
Well, that's
the
a
bottles
big-
are like-
honestly, Sam, what did you
branding
think
on
about
it.
the fucking typing?
I mean, this guy does branding,
seriously.
so if you saw that, like, I mean,
It's cut off. First of all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Well,
Yeah, I mean,
We were thinking they fucked up and said, oh, let's go with chic.
well, no, I thought they hired the guy from Angostura Bitters who just like he puts the quote paper way too high on the bottle.
Or like-
But then he just decided, fuck it, I went too high on Angostura. I'll just go too
too
low.
low. I just did a better job at office facts, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Labeling, yeah. I mean, the bottle's cool, but the labeling is.
Right.
it just gives me wine bottle vibes, honestly.
Yes,
it gives me
exactly,
like
exactly.
cognac, kind of like wine. Like, I mean, you got the
You can
wine
do
dip in here. Like,
Well,
yeah,
like I said,
if I was
it's
going, like,
a
bottle
Cali
first, it makes a
bistro
lot more
thing. It
sense,
really
like,
is.
you
It's a
know.
Cali
Yeah.
bistro. Or here in Denver, it's going to be, I mean, well, yeah, a Cali themed bistro type place. I mean,
That's
that's.
Cali Rosa, so that makes
Yeah.
sense, you know. So.
But I mean, other places, I mean, where I normally hang out, which is Toro, I would never see that shit. I don't even think they would even try
That's
to.
because it's also Sage Restaurant Group, and they would never buy anything that they're not getting a fucking kickback on.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, but I mean, even other places.
Cut that part
I mean,
out. Do not say that. The podcast.
All right, so let's start that over again. So just say, yeah, it wouldn't happen at Toro.
It would not happen at Toro.
Would not happen at Toro. It wouldn't even happen at Retrograde because I mean, you guys, you pride yourself
We
on
like good things.
Yes, no, exactly. And again,
So, wait, you're gonna say it's gonna happen at Partners? Is that
no.
what you're trying to say?
Are
you just like-
Oh, you just
Let's-
throwing shade at Partners
We're
and
going,
going
we're going, we're going around the table. We're going around the table.
Hold on.
We are going around the table. It won't be a Retrograde because I've been there too many fucking times to know they have good shit there. There's even shit there on the shelves that they're like, not tonight. Literally, they tell me, you're too drunk, not tonight.
Couple
But-
2-3 times.
Yeah, 2, 3, 10, 20, something like that. Yeah. But even here, no, because I mean, just like you said, there's a lot of añejo tequilas, a lot of tequilas here that don't sell because people, when they come in,
So we're a very visual
Right.
name brand kind of.
I know that.
Well, no, you've got 1942, which is technically,
And then
yeah.
technically.
And honestly, I wouldn't serve that to a dying man. I really wouldn't. I hate that stuff.
Oh, that's $28 a shot when I sell it for.
Ah.
What's going over here to the podcast?
Yeah.
You should have all this knowledge. You should know.
I know the knowledge. We already talked about it earlier.
And it's because everybody likes to drink that piss water.
I do like the chase water.
That George Clooney piss water?
You go through probably a case and a half a week of each. Right away and fucking sober.
Hey man, basic ass white girls. They love their fucking basic ass shit. Just ask them for a person to skirt and watch them get very confused.
That's wheels, by the way. According to him.
Training wheels, yeah. I had training wheels.
The skirt is the salt and the purse is the lime.
Oh. So, all right. So we've done that. So, like I said, okay. So the winner by far, hands down, was Flecha Azul.
Yeah, Flecha Azul.
So
Mark Wahlberg, you're killing it.
Mark Wahlberg, you are killing it. So
Actually, you're not killing it. You're just sponsoring it. Your distiller's killing it.
great fucking investment. Keep it up. We're gonna be a retrograde. 19th and Pennsylvania, correct?
19th in Pennsylvania. 530 East 19th, Pennsylvania.
930 East 19th.
Also, Partisan Crime, 3246 Larimer Street.
Yes, definitely come here. Awesome fucking place. So, as we close out the first episode, again, I want to thank Wavy, being our host here at Partners in Crime, bartender host, yada, 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 that sort of thing. And also, I want to thank you, Cody, for being our other guest bartender. Sam, thank you for stopping by and actually joining the group.
Thank you for
I mean-
letting me jump in on that.
Well, no, it's always great to actually get another random, honest opinion.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, again, I have 2 bartenders and 1 barfly. It's always great to have, shall we say, another barfly to come in and say, this is what I think. You've been in the industry quite a bit, so, I mean, it's always great to get that opinion as well. I mean, I just get the other side of the bar that I can talk from. And basically, my whole thing is basically, you know, tipping a lot, being nice, joking, stuff like that, hoping they like me and not kick me out. Which has happened a time or two, so I know.
I never kicked you out.
I've kicked myself out of
Yeah,
couple
you
bars.
normally kick yourself out the mic.
Yeah.
I usually have to cut him off. So, I mean, you got that going for you. Here's what I'm going like, do you really want another cocktail? Do you need another cocktail? And he goes, well, look, I'm fine. I'm going, but do you need another cocktail?
Remember when you took his keys
Yeah.
and you gave him to me and you're like, don't tell me you have keys, and he's just looking for his keys for like an hour.
Oh. So again, as we're wrapping this up, again, I want to say thank you to all you guys. Sam for jumping in and actually riding with the storm, all that stuff. Enjoyed this show, please. I mean, and guys, if you guys enjoyed it, please, if you can, donate. You can donate to Venmo at B to the 4th. So that's the letter B, the number 2, the, T-H-E, and then 4-T-H. But no, if you liked the episode, please, when I post it up, like it. Subscribe, all that stuff. The next episode's going to be a retrograde again. Cody's going to be the bartender host, stuff like that. Wavy, you're going to be there, right?
Yeah, I'll be there.
All right. Sam, we'll give you the information.
Shout out to some Instagrams.
Come on.
Okay, shout out to Instagram. Cody, go ahead, do some shout outs.
So, what's your Instagram?
My Instagram is we_8_friends, but we have also PIC Denver is going to be our Instagram here for the bar. So you can find us there at PIC Denver. We're also on Facebook and Yelp, and we also have a Google page as well. And so you can find us at Partisan Crime Denver, PIC Denver, excuse me, on Instagram, Facebook. What's the Yelp? Yelp page?
Partisan Crime.
This is Partisan Crime. Partisan Crime.
Okay.
And so, yeah, you can find me there. We_8_friends. I can tell you right now, I don't post a lot other than basically I'm saying anything that's going to have to deal with the bar. But I mean, I will be posting this, and we will be having this. I think it is El Guapo 2020. Right?
It is.
It is
El Guapo
Guapo
_2020. So yeah.
So El Guapo _2020 for Rooting.
For
You
myself.
just heard everything that Wavy just said. My Instagram is useless bartender, all lowercase, all one word. And if you want to follow the bar, it's Retrograde Denver, retrograde_DNVR.
And Sam, for your seltzer?
So for the seltzer, it is Scarlet Letter on Instagram, Facebook, Blind Tiger Brands on Instagram and Facebook, and then my personal one is Sam Gomez 719. Follow me under Hospitality Guru.
Okay, cool. You want to give anything?
Carter, you got something you want to come on? You want to shout out, man? You're on now.
Denver traffic sucks.
We all know that. We definitely all know that. Yeah,
Run 100%.
All right. Okay, so we got all that shit done. We know who the winner was, Flecha Azul. Okay, so the next episode, there's going to be 4 more celebrity tequilas. One's going to be from a Herculean. One's going to be from a fucking wee man that played a rabbit in one animated movie.
Jesus Christ.
You can probably guess who the fuck that is. And one is going to be from the man that can't drive 55. Literally, the guy that ushered in celebrity liquors. So he has a new one. I'm not going to say the name of it. If you know it, look it up. He's actually collaborating.
Can I spoil it right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Cabo Wabo Tequila.
No, that's his old one.
That's his old one.
Oh, he has a new one.
Yes, he has a new one.
Oh.
Yeah, but listening.
I was
Class.
PTFA, motherfucker. Don't you tell me what the fuck's up, all right? Don't tell me to pay the fuck attention, all right? You just got the fuck up, baby.
Oh, man.
I didn't know he had a new one.
No, he has a new one. It's a collaboration with a Food Network star. Always
Guy
wears.
Fieri?
Yes.
Guy Fieri.
Yes. So now you know who to look.
Head
And,
to tail, baby.
yeah.
Pow! That's not Guy Fieri, though, is it? That's
No, that's
Emerald.
Yeah, that's
Pow!
Emerald. But yeah, that's what we're doing for the next episode. Again, it's going to be at Retrograde. So again, thank you everybody for watching. Come back for Celebrity
Is
Tequila
this
Part
where we
2.
create our sign out? What's a good catch? I'm gonna go with "Fuck You, America," but that's probably not gonna be really good for everyone.
Drink water, my friends.
No, we might get. Oh no!
Hey, I got it.
That's not your slogan, mother.
That's not your slogan. I love that, but no. You ready?
Yeah.
Who's thirsty?
Ah,
Who's thirsty?
There we go.
You
Yeah.
thirsty.
no.
Let's go.
All right, Sam, what do you
He
thoughts?
says you thirsty. He says who's thirsty? I say you thirsty.
All right.
You ready?
Boom.
But Sam, what are your thoughts?
I like that.
All right.
No. So he says who's thirsty? You thirsty. You say I'm thirsty.
Okay, so guys,
Who's thirsty?
You're thirsty.
I'm thirsty. That just sounds wrong because the meaning of thirsty nowadays is just,
Okay, you know what? Just stop being weird.
You're not gonna go put your mind in the gutter every fucking time you hear something you don't agree with. But Jesus Christ.
no, I agree with it. It's just you know what.
Like, you don't gotta go straight into the gutter
Okay,
every time.
so
You can,
okay,
take the
because
road.
so we might edit it or we might just go through it again. So once again, say it.
Who's thirsty?
You thirsty.
I'm thirsty. So we'll see you next time.